autofocus on this lens, so I hope I'm in focus. This will just have to do here. I'm gonna pick a spot and it's gonna be there the whole video. I don't really care anymore. This one's gonna be a quick one. Oh great, I forgot I'm using this to block the shade. Hold up. Okay, so one day I'll get to my collection, cameras, games, books, board games, whatever. Everything here in Nook Nano at some point will be discussed. But today is gonna be a weird and wacky, dumb video. I'm looking at the camera because I really can't tell if I'm in focus when I'm back here. When I get to my collection, it'll be when it's fully complete. I still have some stuff I left at my mother's house, and I still have some upgrades I want to do, and there is something coming soon which will prompt my next video. It's a camera. And I'll talk about cameras in the next video. And then once I figure out my new desk situation and my new TV stand situation, because that's a whole fiasco and I can't wait for when that happens. But until that happens, which I honestly think it's a charming, cute story, but whatever, that's besides the point. That's for a different day. Today is just because I thought it'd be so funny to show this off, because I don't know, I'm not saying I'm a collector of anything, period. I'm not a game collector, I'm not a console, hardware, books. I don't really collect things, but I happen to collect and I guess hog shit too much. And today I'm thinking, why not talk about all the thousands of fucking bags, whether they're book bags, satchels, slings, or duffel bags, or whatever you want to call them. I have too many and I use them all different ways, and I've used them all at least once out and about or for certain purposes. So I thought I'd talk about them. I honestly can't talk about the order of which I got them, because some of them were from as old as high school, some of them were hand-me-downs from other people, some of them were gifts, stuff like that. It's hard to order them, especially because I honestly forgot when I got them all. But I just wanted to bring this notion up because I am also kind of looking into another bag because I've never had one bag that carries every fucking thing I want to. So for example, my current favorite bag that I carry around everywhere is the Tomtoc Steam Deck bag. You know, it's a sling, it's over the shoulder type thing, you know, it's like a little, good little sling. And it's pretty big, and it holds it has a bunch of pockets. I don't even know if the brightness is good enough here for the contrast right now. I'm just doing this really quickly. I'm not focusing too hard on this, but there's a lot of pockets. It's pretty cool. There's a specific pouch, which I have taken out right now, but there's a specific pouch for the Steam Deck or your Switch, or if you have a ROG Ally or something like that, anything else, or an Neo. And then there's this little strap to lock in the pouch so that your Steam Deck or whatever, your handheld, doesn't fall out. And there's this very nice foam padding right here for the screen, and it's like a microfiber. The screen goes there and protects it from getting scratched and stuff. It's pretty cool. The thing is though, for some reason, there are days, a lot of times, where I want to bring my Steam Deck because it does play a lot of the shit I like to play. And for a while, it would be my Switch or maybe my DS. And there are still times where I go out with those other consoles, even my Vita, whatever. When I'm bored, I do play video games a lot, so I don't waste battery on my phone playing Tetris. But if I want to play a lot, or I know I'm going to be doing nothing for a while when I'm out the house, I definitely do want to bring a Switch or a Steam Deck, and that's why I bought this. And then I swear, just from doing measurements in my head, I thought this would be big enough to fit my Steam Deck, phone, wallet, keys, chapstick, eye drops. You know, if we're going out for a while, sometimes my eyes just suck. And maybe my camera. You know, it would be sick to have, you know, and then a portable charger for my phone that works for my camera, and my Steam Deck because I have a power brick. It's somewhere on that shelf. I don't really want to look for it. But because of both of my lenses for that camera, this one is the one it came with. I have an M50, by the way. We'll get to it when I do the camera video, whatever. But it's not particularly big, but the camera, if it didn't have the prism, the EVF up top, you know, I'll probably show a picture of it or B-roll in the background or something. But if it didn't have the prism, I could actually fit it, like, with the lens facing up in front of my Steam Deck, and it would fit. And the charger and my wallet, my keys, my power bank, all that stuff would fit. But because of that, it doesn't fit. So if I put it with the lens facing, you know, outward, it doesn't fit, because then it really like stretches the zipper and it won't close. And it's not like one of those bags that like gets a wider base if you unzip it. Like this is the base, fit and finished, done. And then obviously I can't do it with the lens. I can't do it this way because the camera itself is just too wide to sit this way with the lens. You know, it's whatever. So it's like if I go out and I want to bring my camera because I know we're going out for the night and I want to take some pictures of some memories. Link to the Instagram here. I'll move over. Link to the Instagram right here. Check me out. Follow. Oh, that's pretty cool, right? This one was a really good day. Had a lot of fun that day. Damn. Anyway, so there's got to be, in my opinion, a perfect bag, but there never has been to fit everything. And yeah, I don't have to take a lot of things with me. But I'm also like, I never know what I should have with me. You know, there are days where I want to play on my Steam Deck because I know I'll be waiting for someone or something for too long. Or maybe there's like a moment where I want to take a picture with my camera because, you know, smartphone cameras are great in all these days, but it's, you know, there's something about just manual control and larger sensors than what we have on phones. It's like, there's a look. And I like that look, you know, and there are times I just want to take a picture with my camera, so I have it on me, but if I have that, there's no room for like a Steam Deck, so then I have to play on my DS or something else, but there are times where I just don't want to, you know. If there was a bag that was just big enough to fit the maximum amount of things I want on a daily, then of course it's going to fit other shit, like when I do want to just take my Vita. Or I don't even want to take my camera. You know, of course it's gonna fit it because it's big, but it's not like absurdly large that I can't take it anywhere. Like, you know, a fucking like a duffel bag gym bag. This used to be my gym bag. I occasionally use it for sleepovers if I go to a friend's house, load it with clothes, put some games in here. You know, nothing special. But imagine if I took this everywhere I went. It's literally big, wider than me, and I'm a fat guy, so. This is not going to be an everyday carry kind of thing. And then I have, oh, here it is. I have this purse. I have no idea what brand it is. Genuinely. It's called Fashion and Bags. It's like a corduroy, however you pronounce that, bag. It's got 2 pockets up front, 2 in the back, 1 big pouch, because it's a purse essentially, and 1 zipper inside. And that's cool and all, and it does fit a Steam Deck, my camera, and everything I need without being that much larger than this. You know, it's taller, and then because of the less pockets, like the designed shape and pockets of the Tomtoc, since it's just a square, obviously there's more internal volume. The difference is there's not pouches, so I have to like pack my Steam Deck either in its flippy case that I have, but it's hard to put that on every time. Because I run it naked, whatever, I don't like having the case on it that much. Or I have to put it in its default case that it came with, and that's pretty fucking bulky. And then like, yeah, it fits in here, with my camera and everything, in the Switch case, in here. But do I really want to be like, taking it out of my purse, and then taking it out of the case, and then putting the case back, and then playing? It's a bit, you know, whatever. It's not cool. And I don't want to buy a separate sleeve just for the Steam Deck, just to put it in here and be like, huzzah, and then whatever. You know, I feel like if I have to do that, then I should just like modify this one, because this one's also a little smaller and contoured to like to be around your body. Well, this is just a square. So I do have more little bags for like just general purpose stuff. I have this like, this one is also kind of a sling, but it's more fanny pack-ish. So it's definitely not like a longer strap, but it fits around your body if you wanted it to, but it would be tight. And then it's a lot like, it's definitely a lot thinner. It's very thin. It's a canvas type of material too. It's really something slight. I think this is for like those who like carry a tablet on them. And I say that because, well, even though there's no screen protecting whatever, it's like the size of it is too small for a laptop. But there's a lot of pouches in here, and there's pen pouches in here. So I'm thinking this was, I mean, I love Adidas too, unrelated. I'm an Adidas guy, that just, hey, whatever. I've always been. I like their recycled materials. I'm pretty sure this was a recycled product of theirs that they do. That's pretty cool. Whatever. But yeah, so there's some like pen slots and like a zipper thing, which I assume could probably have like, you know, erasers or whatever. This feels like a school bag, but I don't think it was advertised as a school bag. And then like it's like a perfect size for like a school tablet, you know, something you could chuck in there along with your school stuff like pencils or whatever the fuck people be carrying these days at school. I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. And then I could use this to carry my camera and my charger and stuff, but then it would also be like pretty bulging fat a little bit. It does have a little bit of stretch, you know, it's not like entirely a flat bag. But once it is like fattening, then it looks kind of ugly in a weird way, because you're essentially bulging a fanny pack that's flat. That's just how it is. So this one used to be my everyday before I had the Tomtoc, just because it's smaller and I could carry it everywhere. And again, just to carry my phone, wallet, keys, charger. But if you want an even lighter bag, I actually have another Adidas bag, and it's a chest pack. It is literally only a chest. I cannot see another way of wearing it unless you added your own different strap that didn't come with it. But it literally has two straps up top with a little back holder thing, like a back brace, and you clip these bottom parts, you know, underneath your arms, and it's a chest pack. You can wear this, like I usually wear this under my sweater or coat, like a zip up, because it just looks funny seeing this on my back exposed and shit. And it's so small, but it's weird because look, it's so small, but it has a pretty decent sized pouch up here for like a charger and my wallet. This one can hold like my phone and the charger if I want to do it separately, like the power bank and my phone in here, and maybe put keys and wallet up front. And there isn't even like a back lining, so it's like inside versus out front. And that I could just shove my, you know, chapstick, whatever else, receipts. It's like an even smaller, flatter, more inconspicuous, like just a tiny to-go bag. And this would be great for like concerts and stuff, because even though it'd be a bitch to take off really quick, it's like really light. It's small enough that I'm pretty sure the canvas itself is probably really too big, but when they look at like just the size of the pockets, they're gonna be like, oh, you can pass. Because I've definitely gone to like, I don't know if it was 2 or 3 concerts with this. I've been to Riot Fest with this once, because it's like, so essentially it's like a clutch bag. Look, I can fold the useless outer lining that just holds the straps, and it's just like, it's literally just this size. It's puny, but it's like, you know, it's got the strap outer canvas just so that it hooks onto you securely. And it's pretty useful for that reason alone, just being like a tiny, just the bare essentials. I don't feel like putting shit in my pockets kind of bag. And then, you know, someone can like rub up on my pockets and stuff, someone would have to take away my zipper and go into my chest just to see this bag. So that's pretty cool. Whatever. Victoria's Secret. Sorry, I just had to do a weird cutoff there. But I also have another purse. You know, if you didn't think one, you know, purse. I don't really care if I'm carrying purses. I know I'm a dude, but who cares? I don't. Clearly. If it holds my shit and it's convenient, I don't give a fuck. You know, it could be bright pink or it could be fucking blood red. But I black or white, I don't care. But this is actually a Victoria's Secret bag. I don't know if you could fucking see that. But it is literally like pocketless. Like it's just the pouch. It is unapologetically just a giant fucking pouch with some strings to tighten the hole. There's no zippers, and then a flap to close it. There's even like, you know, a button. You know, you can clip it in. I don't feel like doing it. There's a little thing, and it's a backpack style purse. Clearly, I think it's more of a purse just because of like what I think of as a purse is something with like minimal inside pockets. Like I said, this one has just one big pouch, but a small pocket inside. This being wholeheartedly a giant fucking pouch. It's like, dude, that's like a purse right there. It's a book bag for sure, or a backpack. Sorry, it's a backpack for sure. You know, it's almost kind of the strings here kind of remind me of like a knapsack type of bag, but it doesn't adjust at all, and it's just a giant pouch. I've used this occasionally for like, you know, quick change of clothes type of thing. Like if I'm going to a friend's house who has a pool, I don't need like a duffel bag full of clothes. I just need like change of clothes, maybe a towel, phone, wallet, keys on top. Done. You know, I know I'm not gonna be needing my game console if I'm going to a pool, and this is just something. It's small enough, but because of the giant volume, like the amount of volume in the pouch, it's great for just shoving clothes and stuff. Maybe occasionally a Switch, because theirs are skinny, if I wanted to push it. And then if I wasn't going swimming, I could also use this for just throwing my Switch case, like with its case, in here, a controller too. That's about it. And I'm coming to a friend's house to play some Switch games. You know, it holds it pretty good. And this old camera bag, you can even see that there's some AV cables hanging out. This old camera bag was a hand-me-down, and I'll get to it in more detail when I get to my camera video, along with my next bag I'm going to show. But this is a Samsonite. I don't know, this was probably like in the late 80s, early 90s, probably as late as the late 90s. I don't think this was a 2000s thing, but whatever. It's just a camera bag, you know. It was for, I don't know what it was for, but what it was used for before it was handed down to me, and I could still use it for that purpose, was for my Samsung camcorder. This was my grandpa's. He had it in here. He has some AV cables to put into his TV to record to a full-size VHS using some output cables, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't know if this was like awesome back in the day, but like right now, it's the bare minimum for a camera bag, and I could totally use this for that camera along with its accessories instead of what I currently have, which is an old like mailman type bag. I forgot what these are actually like called. I won't even lie to you. It's a Metal Gear themed one that I got as a gift from my friend Joseph Jose. It's got the little exclamation point here. Haha. It's got way too many pouches. I used this for school for the last 2 years of my high school. There's a lot of pockets, there's a lot of zippers and stuff. I broke the main zipper because I definitely used it to carry some fucking heavy textbooks. But what I use it for now is when I was carrying it over to college in film school, which is a different story I'll probably get to a different day. I can't get it out, hold on. There you go. I bought this separate little, it's like a camera bag insert. It's literally what it is. And it's funny because if you look at this compared to a camera bag, it is bigger, a lot bigger, but it's basically like functionally the same as that. It's fucking huge, and I get that. I used it for lights. My tripod that my camera's on, it fits in front of the pouch inside the bag. If I like squished it in there, but it fits. You know, cables, chargers, obviously lenses, everything. That mic that's on there, there's a little dead cat on there. You know, it all fit in here, and it was just like whatever. I could just carry all my shit. Sorry for the change of clothes. So I got interrupted by my friend, my roommate. We had to do something real quick on some short notice. This is the next day. I'm just going to continue where I left off. So, I don't know. But I had this, and then I bought this as a, secondary bag to just bring everywhere. And it's getting a bit damaged. It's the one that's I take everywhere. The bottom feels like it's a bit thinning. There's a piece of gum, I guess, that got stuck on it one day. I don't fucking know how that happened. It's got a decent amount of pockets with a lot of space. This one's a pretty thick bag overall. It's a very fat bag, but it's got everything that you'd think. Currently my tablet is in here in the laptop sleeve, but even in front of the laptop sleeve here's the laptop, and then there's just another. I guess you could carry 2 laptops in here if you wanted to, but because that's just the rear panel. It's pretty slim. All things considered, a lot of the panels do feel thin here, though. Like this is, by the way, this one is a Perry Ellis book bag. I don't know what that means. I'm not too big on the significance of brand names. I just can see the brand name. And then again, I don't know which one the Metal Gear one was from, but it was also a gift. It's from Rapid Dominance. This bag is a Rapid Dominance bag, but modded to look with Metal Gear stuff, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, every bag feels fine. This one does feel a bit thin, if that makes sense. Like even just right here, where the zipper is to go into the bag, this feels obnoxiously thin, but it doesn't feel weak. It feels like a really strong material, despite how thin it is. So maybe that's the whole appeal of luxury brands. I don't even know if this is a luxury brand. It kind of looked like a luxury bag brand, but still looking like a normal ass book bag, so I have no idea. But while looking this thing, it still feels really fucking rugged and whatever. But yeah, it's got this, of course, one massive big ass pouch, which I would assume for students you throw your bag or your books in and whatnot. And then in here, they have this label that says phone. Okay, I don't know if you can see. This is one label right here. It says phone. For this big ass pouch. This is huge. And this one says phone, but then then there's your usual pen holders and stuff. There's everything you'd expect. But for some reason, the only one that's labeled is the one with the phone on it. For some reason. And maybe you put your phone and your charger in there. So what I end up doing is I just keep big shit in there. If I'm, like I said, this is my everything bag. I will sometimes bring a spare set of clothes if I'm going to a friend's house, in case something happens. Maybe we spill eggs on each other. Whatever. And then the main pouch will just have clothes, kind of as a cushion, because like I said, even though it feels thin, it is pretty rough. But just because it feels rough doesn't mean that the reality is it's still pretty thin. Anything I put at the bottom might just get hit a little too hard if I drop the bag too quickly. So I do put clothes at the bottom usually, maybe just a shirt, pants type thing. And then the rest will just be padded up with controllers, my Switch in its case, my Steam Deck in its case, stuff like that. I will pack my camera slightly to the side of it, and then they stack up this way type thing. It's surprisingly square for a big ass book bag. And then in the front is where I chuck any of the cables if I want to bring my Switch dock. The dock will sit actually right here, and then the charger will all be stuffed in this foam sleeve, stuff like that. I'm trying to think of anything else I bring on the daily. Because again, this is the bag I bring the most when I'm leaving places for a day or something. And then I usually just chuck my phone, wallet, and stuff in the front pouch because this front one is just also pretty large. And then, for example, here is a phone. Like there it is. And then a charger, like my portable charger, wallet in there, and then chuck my keys on the back side because I don't want to put it on the same side as my screen. And it's like it all just fits right in the front. So it's like, you know, plenty of space, really rugged feel, really fat bag. And even though it's fat, it's a lot shorter than, say, you know, this one and whatnot. It's a lot shorter of a bag, so it definitely just kind of sticks out from me versus like being huge up and down, which is fine. Because I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather carry a lot of my things securely and stuff if I'm not just taking a little strap bag type thing. And it is funny to finish this off, because that is all the bags I currently own at the moment. But to finish this off is, it does make me wonder why the fuck I have this many bags. You know, in the last video I mentioned with the 8-Bit Doom guys, it's like I gotta remind myself why I buy their stuff, and that's why I'm making that video. It's like a reminder of why I like what I like, whether it's video games and stuff, or you know, even though I don't play guitar like I used to, where I constantly warm up and read and practice with a friend and stuff. It's like, you know, there are times I just pick it up and I'm like, yeah, this is fun. It is fun to play the guitar and stuff. So, but why I have this many bags, I will never really know. But until I can find a bag that can hold my Steam Deck, camera, wallet, phone keys, like in a nice small package, there is no perfect bag. I really wish this one was like just a slight bit, just a tad bit fatter, just a smidge fatter. I swear to fucking Bob, if this was a smidge, like, I don't even know if this is the X, this is the Y, then if the Z were just like a fucking 2 inches bigger in the Z axis, I would literally be praising the fuck out of this, and this would be the best bag I ever owned, period, type shit. Like, it's so small, and even if it was 2 inches bigger, I'd be able to carry that and my Steam Deck and everything else I need. And it wouldn't be any larger than it is now. It's just an extra fucking 2 inches, and it's already just a fucking sling bag that if I drape, it looks more like a fucking purse, or if I hoist it up and it looks like a body bag, and it's like, oh my god. Oh, it'd be perfect. Until I have that perfect bag, though, I'm surrounded by a bunch of them. And I don't hate it. Definitely don't love it, but I don't hate it. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say other than thank you for watching this video again. But am I even in focus anymore, man? I can't even tell. But anyway, until the next time, which I think will be the camera video, just a quick history and chat about the kind of cameras I had, why I got into them, I don't know. Until then, thank you for watching. Thank you for visiting Nook Nano, and fade to black. I don't know an outro yet, so I'm just trying.